innocent girl I had. I changed her. I made sure she knew what I liked and my type. So I made a wish for a better female. High school, a time where recess was no longer a thing, but social popularity and raging teen hormones seemed to matter most. What decided education? The memories. Takes me back to her. Similar to the modern day princess in the previous video, my high school sweetheart was somewhat the same. My first. Unlike fairy tales though, this story, sometimes you end up being the villain in someone else's story. But hey, what happened? But to keep it a stack, it probably wouldn't have worked out anyway. Now look, I don't need y'all in my comments saying I'm wrong and how could you blah blah blah. I know I was wrong. It was in the past. It's called character development for a reason, people. With that being said, trigger alert. So a homeboy says, hey bruh, let's go to this party. Me being the introvert that I am, I declined. But of course, I still ended up going. Needless to say, we all pulled up, and now that I'm in the environment, it's a move. I'm with it. So here we are, and I see some familiar faces, so I'm catching up with some old friends. I look back, and she catches my eye. I know this might sound somewhat cringe, but time did somewhat stop. Because while she was looking at me, I was looking at her, and the girl next to her, and the girl behind that girl. Hey, what you thought? I told you, I was a little different back then. But hey, I digress. Even though there were several girls that was eyeing me, and vice versa, she was the only one that really caught my eye. I pulled her to me and I told her, I'm not from around here anymore. One thing led to another, music started playing and she pulled me to the dance floor. Now if you ask me today, can I dance, I would say I don't dance. Back then though, you couldn't tell me nothing. Anyways, carrying on, we immediately fell over. I played it off, of course, as if that's what I planned all along. Pretty smooth. After that whole maneuver, she hugged me and wanted my number. So I gave her mine and I eventually ended up getting hers after some slight setbacks. It all felt so natural though. Nothing forced. So just know when you're interested in someone, you don't have to try so hard. Those people will naturally gravitate towards you. And naturally after the party, days after, she calls me. And no, we didn't just talk. It was an all-nighter. Conversation just flowing. I'm feeling like this woman was obviously a catch. As we got to talking, we eventually started hanging out. You know, at the movies, the mall, and the house. High school stuff. I learned she's into anime and video games. The 2-for-1 special. And just like every other high school relationship, we slept on the phone and watched reality shows together.
One man.
I guess you could say we was a perfect match back then. Eventually, she introduced me to her best friend.
Yo.
Hey, not gonna lie, I was trying to be her best friend too. I don't know if y'all know, but that Asian persuasion, that's a real thing. I was heavily into anime back then too. So what you expect? I need a real life anime girl on the team. You feel me? Now let me be clear, this is something we agreed on. So yes, I'm trying to see what that threesome looking like. I already knew I had the sweetheart wrapped around my finger. She wasn't gonna tell me no. Was you crazy? But sadly though, she was beginning to get jealous of how well me and her friend was getting along. And okay, I might have thrown in the I love you too card a couple times to her best friend. but I was just being considerate. You feel me? That makes sense. She said it, and I simply just responded back. I didn't mean it literally. Unfortunately, obviously, the sweetheart didn't catch the memo, which ended up causing a big fight between the two. She said they physically fought at some point. I didn't see it. But if I had to guess, it probably went something like,
You son of a biscuit-eating bulldog.
What the French
Do you
toast?
think I wouldn't find out about your little doo-doo head cootie queen?
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lint licker?
safe to say, I ruined their friendship. And needless to say, the threesome. So yes, the bag has been fumbled. All of them. And that won't be the last time. This was definitely a problem for me. It's crazy too, because she was an intellectual, attractive woman, a loyal girl with personality and a sense of humor. Need I say more? But something was missing, lacking. I came to the conclusion my girl was insecure, and she should have known I wasn't going to replace her for her best friend. So I thought I needed to change her to something I wanted, molding her into a confident 10 out of 10 bang. I had to push her limits, go further and beyond, as they say. But I wanted, no, I needed this urge. That, a woman from my dreams? Unclear. The innocent girl I had, I changed her. I made sure she knew what I liked and my type. Longer hair, I said. Talk like this, dress like that. Be more confident. I know you should accept someone for who they are, but y'all females like males' height over personality, right? Well, let's call it a truce. I knew I was neglecting how she felt, but I didn't care. She, being in love with me, did what I asked. No question. So I made a wish for a badder female. The baddest. I wanted her to be N.I.G. mine. But that's a story for another video.
Your wish has been granted.
Thanks for watching.